Hey everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics coming at you with another review. This is Captain Marvel issue 4. Now, this cover, it's a lot better than the previous issue. And I like what it says on here in the different signs. The ultimate superhero, Carol Core for life. These are all messages that basically do something that they have not really explored in her series. It's how that all these great messages, or seemingly great messages, weigh a person down and try to make a person out to be more of a hero than they really are. Yes, she believes that she's the most powerful hero of them all, but she's still vulnerable to the pressures that are put on her from everyone. So we get into the story, and she's got the Kree child, and she's taking the child back to the Alpha Flight space station, but her powers are going crazy again. So when she does that, here appears the bounty hunter, Mim, to take the child away again. And she goes flying through the space station, taking out, fighter jets. She hits one of her own teammates, and even Brandon tells her to stand down, but of course she doesn't stand down. And then everything seems to go black. She wakes up in a hospital. I think that's Black Widow, and that's Jessica Drew, also known as Spider-Woman, there to guard her because, Captain Marvel has to answer to a board of directors, and she has to be watched right now because that's what the board of directors said. She's too dangerous, but she wants to find the Kree child, Bean. That's what she named her. So she's flying out here, and I must say that I really do like the night sky, the way they have the different shades of orange as a means of showing how the sun is, either setting or rising in that part of the world. And then she finds this laboratory base. She goes in, and the moment she does, her powers start to go crazy. So the farther she goes in, the farther and the more her powers seem to grow. And she finds this atrium, which she really is surprised that there's an atrium in this type of place. And so she says, Bean, can you see me? So she's trying to call for the child. If you can hear my voice, make some noise. Bean? Big Bean? That's the child referring to her. Carol? Bean, where are you? Are there more kids with you? She says, no, Carol, go away. And then this voice says, you really gotta learn to listen. And then the shapeshifter attacks her. So we literally have two Captain Marvels on the same page, fighting each other. And they go back and forth, and the artwork on here in this fight scene, I think it's pretty nice. It kind of makes me think of the 1960s Batman series, Bam, Kapow, all that. It just gives a feeling of, something's fun. And then she says, what was that? The door's locking. Enough, Captain, a voice says. So we turn over here, and there's this Dr. Eve. I have no idea who she is, but Captain Marvel recognizes her. And they go through a bunch of dialogue, which is kind of boring, but it's there to set up, it's there as a plot device. And, this side drawing of Captain Marvel isn't so good because I prefer seeing her as she is from the front, but not up this close. Not up this close. So when they have her drawn as mad, she appears more manly than when she's not. But otherwise, the drawings aren't too bad. But her stance is just, she's not the most feminine hero, even though Captain Marvel is a female. And then she finds out that Bean and the other children are located in these pods. So she has to get them out, or at least one of them out, because somehow it's Bean's blood, her DNA, that makes her go crazy. And by the way, I have to say that I do like the way they drew that Dr. Eve, except for her hands. They look a little bit too long, a little bit too big. And over here she's crawling toward Bean's, tube. And then she runs into the Tony Stark artificial intelligence. And up there at the top it says, emergency protocols triggered again. Just a little backup, Hop said. Cautionary measure. Strictly worst case scenario. She says, Tony. The data chip Hop gave you included a secure relay uplink to my network. So basically, he's there to help her out. And he does. She breaks Bean's, containment pod there, gets the kid out of there, and flies her off to safety and tells the AI to contact the United Nations so that the rest of the kids can be saved. And when they leave, boom, a big blue mushroom cloud goes off. And then we see Carol over here, really sad, like a mother who's lost her daughter or something. And she says, that makes it official. Out of all my Alpha Flight crew members, you're my very bravest. Talking about the child. What am I going to do without you, Sugar Bean? Talking about, very affectionately. You helped me remember there's more to the stars than a battlefield, more to me than a soldier. Then all of a sudden, Bean appears from out of nowhere. And she says, I could never forget about you, Bean. We're connected now, aren't we? You've shifted into energy, pure Hala energy. That's what the Tony AI said. I'm so sorry, and I'm going to find a way to shift you back. Until then, she says, Carol, star stuff. Bean, star stuff. Bean lives in the stars now, like Carol. Chewie and I are sure going to miss your face. Not afraid, Carol. Trying to reassure her. Never afraid. And then she feels more confident and is able to fly off, and she flies through the clouds. And then it says here, Trial 1 is complete. Then begin Trial 2. And this is to be continued. Next it'll be called Band of Sisters. and that one will be kind of interesting, I think. But overall, this wasn't a bad comic. It was pretty good once it got going. I enjoyed it. It was the Mighty Captain Marvel, issue 4, and out of everything, I seriously do like this cover drawing of her the best in this issue. I'm Michael for Spirit Comics. Please do subscribe and also smash the bell like She-Hulk. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it with others so they can enjoy it too. Till next time, true readers.